So you might be asking, what is a competitive analysis? It's a fantastic question. All it is going through and finding the competitors to your brand. So these are people who are selling your product either as part of a larger catalog, or even people who are maybe only selling your product, and those people might be a little bit more direct competitors. Then what you'll do once you identify all of those brands is just make a list of them, and now you are going to go through and figure out, what is their mission statement, how are they communicating, what customer service channels do they have, what does their pricing look like, a bunch of different factors, because ultimately what that is going to help you do is figure out how to price your product, how you can talk to consumers in a way that's differentiated from what your competitors are doing. Maybe little customer service tweaks that you can make. Maybe one of your competitors isn't using Facebook Messenger, for instance, and you could. So it just gives you a really good understanding of what's going on in the markets, in particular to the product that you will be selling, so that the brand you build out is as comprehensive and competitive as it can possibly be. So really had to go out and kind of figure out, what competitors in the space are doing something similar. So one of my competitors, at least a tertiary competitor, is Casper. And that's because while Casper sells mattresses, they also sell bed pillows as an upsell for them, right? So if we hop on over to the template, I'm just gonna copy that URL and drop that in to the template here. Next, I need to understand where their HQ is, where are they running their business from? I'm gonna go to Casper's LinkedIn. Awesome, so it's in New York State. That looks like about all the information that I'm going to get from them. Next, we need to understand what their mission statement is. Why did they start selling online? Or why are they telling consumers that they started selling online? Because there's a lot of different ways that brands really put their mission statements out there. Rarely is it going to be on a page that says mission statement. So you have to kind of go through and figure it out a little bit. So on their FAQ page, they have a link that says, tell me more about the Casper pillow. Perfect, I'd love to know more. And then it walks through exactly what their pillow is, and it looks like ultimately kind of what their mission statement is here is that their pillow has tiny silky fibers and a uniquely designed double layer pillow that won't pancake when compressed, so it keeps its shape. That is ultimately what they are trying to sell customers on. So I'm going to copy that, drop this into my template, and then move on to the next thing, which is product offering. So we know that Casper offers mattresses primarily. That's their number one product. And then they offer pillows as well, though those pillows are more of an upsell. That's good for me in selling only pillows, because for them, focusing on their pillows is just a secondary part of their business. They're really more focused on the mattresses, so that gives me a good opportunity to come in on the pillow side. All right, their sales channels, they definitely have their own online store. They have a very strong presence on Facebook, so yes, there. I don't know if Casper's selling on Amazon, and it looks like they are, but always be sure to actually click on the Amazon links, because sometimes it's not actually the brand themselves selling it, but a third-party reseller, and that's important to know. Don't let a massive Facebook following or presence on all the channels dissuade you or discourage you from doing this. All that means is that there are audiences on all of those channels that would be very interested in your product as well. Right? So really what this exercise is one, seeing what all of your competitors are doing, but two, what are all the different ways that seem to be working for these brands, because large brands like Casper aren't investing in these channels if they don't have to or if they're not incredibly profitable. So what are all the channels in which customers who are looking for your product already exist? So this gets you to the strengths and weaknesses side, and by now, as you can tell, sometimes going through and finding the information up to this point is going to take you through the website, to their social accounts, to what they're doing on Amazon or eBay or anywhere else. So by now, you should have read enough about the company and their product to understand maybe what some strengths and weaknesses are for them. So one of Casper's strengths is that they have a very large, wide audience. They are well known, they have a big name, right? So large, wide audience, well known, so on and so forth, right? Weaknesses for them though, at least as it regards my product and my selling proposition, is that their primary product is a mattress, and it's not a pillow. On top of that, the pillow that they've created is using just kind of regular polyester, right? So really kind of dig into how are they making it, where are they making it, how are they marketing it. There, for me, as I'm selling pillows with recycled plastic bottle fill, they're not marketing an eco-friendly side to this. Instead, they're using it as an upsell to an already existing purchase. That's a win for me and a strength that I can come in and market against. And then competition category, this is a secondary competitor. Their main product is a mattress, not a pillow. A main competitor is going to be somebody who is selling primarily pillows, then maybe with other products surrounding that. Now, you want to go through and do this competitive analysis for every single one of the competitors you can find, whether they are primary, secondary, or tertiary competitors, because this is going to give you a fantastic overview of how all of your competitors are talking to the consumers that you also want to talk to, what channels they're selling on, which will give you a good idea of which channels you should be selling on. Also, what products are they selling is really important, even if they're secondary competitors like Casper is for me, where they're selling a mattress and then upselling a pillow. It's good for me to know that mattresses and pillows, not that that's like rocket science, but that mattresses and pillows go together. People tend to like to buy those products as a group. In the future, as my brand grows, potentially I'll want to expand into an additional category like that. But of course, in order to do that, I need to start this whole course over again and begin to understand what are the opportunities, what are the costs, what are the obstacles, so on and so forth.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our latest videos.